Hello, in this video, we're talking about 5 stages of participation. So as a team two, when you are looking at, okay, I got a new team one this quarter, where he's at. So there are 5 stages of, of team one participation, and you can looking at where their action decide what's missing, and then what's the gap, and then what coaching that is needed. So on stage one, your team one is doing nothing, and they're fully resigned.
What do you mean by they're doing nothing?
Uh, so so they're not playing their game in the world. They're not playing in the game in the center, and sometimes they will not even jump into a coaching call, or they miss a coaching call, and then they're missing training development, and they're not doing anything team related. And so in this case,
Mhm.
what is missing is their possibilities out. And to be more specific, how the team occurs to them is just actual work, and they put in time and effort, and they get nothing out of. And 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 that's what I mean, the possibilities out. They do not see they get anything out of the time effort they're spending on team. So the the gap here, whenever your team one's possibilities is out, that is your breakdown as a team two. Because one of the main job of team two is to keep the possibility alive for team one. So, uh, and that is stage one. And once you notice the gap, the action to do of how to revive the team one possibility is really listening for what's their goal in life. And many team one, they join team because, hey, I want to have a better relationship, and and some of them saying, hey, I want to get a promotion, I want to get a raise. If the team one is only on business, I want to increase my revenue, and so they normally have a specific goal. So as a team two, you want to translate that goal into a game that requires team and teamwork. So many times from the team one perspective, they're saying, hey, I want to better relationship with my wife. That itself actually does not require teamwork. And most quarter one team ones, they're still in long wolf mode. They're still in the mode of I'm doing everything. And as long as they're in level two and level three, all the actual effort they are doing for team is just actual work for them.
So when you say level two or level three, are you referring to the levels of responsibility? Or are you
Exactly.
talking? Okay.
Exactly. So and so if your team one is still left in level two responsibility, level three responsibility, everything bring more into their life is just actual work, and they haven't really unfold their game in the sense of a game that requires teamwork. So as a team two, your job is to see, hey, okay, my team one, what he really want to accomplish is say better relationship, or saying making more money. How do I inspire him to create a game around it that actually requires teamwork, such that he can see all the effort he's spending on team will lead to the goal he wants. And that's where you're looking for to create a possibility for him. That's stage one. Now in stage two, uh, your team one is in possibility. He's actually creating a game, and his game is unfolded, but they stuck in 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 unfolding. It's like they're saying this is what I want, but I don't know how to unfold that. Or when I unfold that, everything is conceptual. That there's no actions on the week. So in this case, your gap is that there's possibly coming from two sources. The first source is the game itself. The game itself is a lone wolf game, which is most Team One Quarter One used to in their old life. Everything they do it lone wolf, and so they have a tendency to create a game that does not require teamwork, and because it doesn't require teamwork, then the unfolding part, they were like, okay, it's like I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do everything. So your job is to challenge that game such that either increase the milestone or increase the scope of the game. Like the team one says, I'm gonna make a difference in 5 people this quarter. Your job is to say 5 people is great, but what the game will be look like, you make a difference in 500 people, and basically take that mentality out of I can accomplish myself.
Now, let me ask you a question about that. Is there a danger of pushing them so far that they go to a lower stage?
Fantastic question. So whenever you do a challenge, say if the team one saying, hey, my goal is to make a difference in 5 people, in his head, he's already know how to do that. And so your job when you challenge saying, okay, it's 500 people, you already needs to sort of pre-unfold how the 500 people can be done. Because if you don't even have an idea of how the 500 people to be done, when you challenge that, you're just bring an impossible goal. And however, if you know, okay, for 500 people, this game will require, say, 10 people on the team, and then each people will handle 5, or each people will handle 50, and you already have in your head of how to unfold that, and then the gap of the team one is just the conversation to enroll these people, and then have each people unfolding their own game. You already have that unfold. Then when you say 500 people, it is impossible to the team one, but it's possible to you. And as you're coaching, once you bring the possibility into an impossible goal, you can see your team one eyes start getting big. And then he says, wow, like I can play game like that. So in this case, you're actually doing your job of shifting his beings, that what was not possible before become possible now in the hour you're talking with him. So
Brilliant.
so that's the stage 2. The symptom is the game is unfolded, but he's stuck in unfolding. Now we move into stage 3. They unfold the team, they unfold the game, and you're looking at the game is unfolding to every week, and then they have the team member to have action in every week, and the unfolding part is great. But none of their team member or some of the team member is not responsive. Means the team member is either not performing, or the team member is not responding. So in a way, the team member is out of possibility. So when they're in stage 3,
I'm sorry, the team member of the game in the world?
yes, the team member of the game in the world. So in
Okay.
this case, the team member may be or may not be inside Landmark, but it's in their game in the world. And then they're saying, okay, I have Mary and Mike like do this week, and when unfolding, they're excited. But when they try to motivate or managing Mary and Mike, either Mary says, "Oh, I'm too busy. I cannot do this week," or Mike does not even return his call. When the team member is in stage 3, that is good because now he is actually having the breakdowns in technology of accomplishment. So, in another way of saying that, your team 1 is to have a breakdown in technology of accomplishment. But as long as his possibility is alive, he will come back saying, okay, like obviously my communication with Mike is not effective. Mike is not returning my call. What do I do? Let me try this. Let me try that. Like, and how do I do that with like a conversational relatedness? Like how do I say that in relatedness? So your team 1 is actively pursuing all the options. So the beauty is it's his breakdown. It's not your breakdown. You are doing a good job because your team 1 is lifting his weights in the gym. It's learning riding a bicycle, and he will get on bicycle, fall off bicycle, getting on bicycle, fall off bicycle. That's part of the training.
That is the design of this program.
Exactly. The design of the program is not having him on the bike all the time or like on the ground all the time. The design of the game, the program is having him getting on the bike. Okay, try that. That works. Fantastic. That doesn't work. He fell. Then he find another way. So you want your team 1 in stage 3. But your job right now, the primary job, again, is to keep the possibility alive. So whenever he accomplishes anything, acknowledge, saying, okay, great job. Whenever he's fall off the bike, just treat that as, okay, that doesn't work last week. Now what can we create this week? And okay, you're talking to Mike, he's not effective, he's not returning your calls. What do you see is missing? Is that recreation? Is that conversational relatedness? Who he is to you, who you are to him, how did you talk to him? Okay, now let's do more conversation. If you're going to talk to him again, how do you talk in the recreation and conversational relatedness? Or if you text him, how do you use technology for accomplishment to create that text? So you actually having him think and creating newly. And that is the cream of team. If your team 1 is in stage 3, it's not only super good for him, it's also super good for you, because when he's getting the training development, you're getting the training development. This experience for you is literally you're getting trained of how to cause effective leadership.
The team 2s are.
Exactly. The team 2s, as a team 2, you're getting trained of how to cause effective leadership.
Beautiful.
Now, level 4. So they get all their team member excited, and their team member is playing. So Mike is in action and Mary is in action, but their action is ineffective. So in this case, it's a more active stage than stage 3. And when Mary is action, Mike is action, your team 1 is definitely a possibility. So you don't have to worry about that. But what you want to train your team 1 is how do they keep Mary and Mike continuing in action, and have and have Mike and Mary just try different approaches. So basically, how your team 1 is gonna bring the concept of technology of accomplishment to their team member. and and explain, say, how the conversation relatedness is, and then having them coaching their team member to talking to uh, their contact, so that that's become effective. So and so this is literally when your team one is in stage 4. That means your team one is almost ready to go to team 2, because he has done a great job in keeping Mike and Mary in action. Now he's trying coaching Tim and Mary, so that so that Mary's team are gonna be in action, and Mike's team are gonna be in action. So again, not your breakdown. It's actually you have done a great job as a team too. And it's also not your team one's breakdown, but having him realize, okay, that is his team members' breakdown, but the breakdown is not a bad thing. It's actually a beautiful thing for Mary and Mike to develop their leadership. So so that's stage 4. Now the coaching your team one need in stage 4 is almost how you coach your committed colleague in team 2, because your team one is effectively function as a team 2 at this stage. Beautiful job. Okay, now stage 5. Your team one's game is playing phenomenally. Everybody is pumped up, and your team one's job is effective. That and then you still have like a 1 month to go for the rest of the quarter. What do you do? So in stage 5, like your team one has already been super excited, and he created an impossible goal. Now he's accomplished it. Your job is, of course, acknowledgement. Always start with an acknowledgement, but to challenge him to a bigger milestone, to shift his game in a way so that he go back to stage 4 and stage 5. And that is again the design of the program. You because you do not want your team one to stay on the bike and riding freely, saying, "Look at me, I'm doing so well, I'm doing so well." You want to keep challenging him so that he create a bigger game, and for the rest of the quarter, and then he will continue go back to stage 4 and stage 3 and stage 4, but in a bigger game. So that's the 5 stage of participation of your team one. Any questions?
I have one, and I want to just keep it really brief. You mentioned that in stage, I think it was stage 4, that coach them like your committed colleague. What are you referring to?
Okay, so in stage 4, your team one, even he's still in team one, but the way he's playing the game, that he's already coaching his team member to be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So when he's coaching his team member to be a leader, he is actually do the team 2 coaching, because he's actually causing effective leadership.
Gotcha.
So then when you're coaching him, you no longer see him as a team one, and his goal is going to shift. Remember, when you're coaching team one, their goal is always a result.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're coaching team 2, their goal is the training development of the people. So in stage 4, when they are effectively coaching their team member as a team 2, their goal is going to shift in order for them to remain as an effective coach.
So we're lifting the bar and ask them, come with me into this,
Exactly,
play with me on this level now.
exactly.
Very good.
So then in that case, they're gonna focusing on is how do I create Mary to become a more powerful leader.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Kai. That was wonderful.
Okay, any final questions?
Nope, it's
All
good.
right.
It's really good. Thank you.